welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaki and today we're going to be doing a March book haul. This is going up on Saturday, so it's essentially the 6th of April by now, but I just haven't had the chance to haul these books. I haven't even had the chance to flip my calendar over from March to April. I have been so busy. Exam season's here, I'm sick. Things are happening. I haven't really had a chance to haul these books yet, and I have feeling that I've hauled some of them before, but I've just completely forgotten. Here we go. Here are the 14 or 13 I think, books that I brought in the month of March. So the first book that I brought in March was The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This is a classic that has, as I've heard, a very, very good TV show, and I really want to watch it, but I want to support the author and read the classic book first. Not only is it a classic, but it's a classic feminist piece of literature, and I feel like I'm doing a really big disjustice to my education as a feminist by not reading this. So I'm going to read this in due course, maybe next month, I don't know, but we're going to get this read at some point, I promise. Next book is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon, which I've heard has really good autistic rep, Asperger's in particular. I'm really, really happy that I finally have this because it's a lot of people's favourite book, and I can't wait to read some more about Asperger's because you never really get to see them kinds of things in literature, and I'm really excited to kind of experience this and to tell more people about it. The next book is The Truth About Keeping Secrets by Savannah Brown. This is, I think, a murder mystery. The main protagonist, Sydney, has a dad who is a therapist, and he knows everyone's secrets because he is the only therapist in their city or their town, and then he unsuspectedly goes missing and then is found dead, and she has to try and figure out who killed him and whose secrets were lingering. The cover is also gorgeous. You have a little bit of a girl in the keyhole there. I'm not really into thrillers, but this sounded really good to me, and I love Savannah Brown. I really respect her. I think she's done a lot for the mental health discussion already, and I just really feel like this is going to be great. Next book is a first book in a series, and that is I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Law, and when I saw this in a charity shop with my boyfriend, he was like, buy that one. Finally, a book that I love and you haven't read it, so I had to get it, didn't I? That isn't the only reason why I bought it, but I thought it was a really good premise. Kind of similar to Divergent, but I'm not in a rush to read the Divergent series because of the hype. This is basically about a group of, I think it's dysfunctional kids. At the start there was 9 of them, and then they start getting killed by the order of a number or something. Number 1, number 2 and number 3 have all been killed, and obviously the main character is number 4, and he is basically going to be killed next, and I just found that so captivating. I'm really actually excited to read something a little bit different. I think the next couple are books in series. I think actually the rest of them, apart from 2, are books in series, and this one is no different. It is Unravel Me by Tahara Murphy. Unfortunately, this is not the cover I was looking for, but I still really like it. I might even repurchase Sashimi in this cover because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Obviously I can't tell you what Unravel Me is about because it's a second book in a series, but I can tell you what Shatter Me, aka this book right here, is about. Its first book. It's about a girl called Juliet who will kill or kind of inflict immense pain on the people that she has physical contact with, and she can't touch anyone without these special gloves. She gets taken from her home after they discover that she has a special power, and Warner and the government want to use her special power for evil, even though he's hot as fuck, and she doesn't want that. She's basically trying to fight against the government and be the resistance, even though she's really weak, and she's kind of just going on this journey of self-discovery, what her power is, who she even is, and who she can trust. I really like this series. It's not my favourite in the entire world, and I do think it suffers a little bit from overhype, but I decided to buy the second book in the series because the first one was okay, and I thought I would carry on. Honestly, the covers was what sold me. This cover reminds me, you know when you wake up in the morning and you have crusts on your eyelids? It makes me a bit cringy, but it's gorgeous anywhere else. It's literally gorgeous. Next is the only Cassie Clare book I have on this list, I'll have you know, and that is The Bane Chronicles by, obviously, Cassandra Clare, but also she has some friends with her this time, Sarah Rees Brennan and Maureen Johnson. This is, I'm guessing, all about the one and only Magnus Bane. It is one of the only Shadowhunter books that I don't own yet. The only one that I don't own yet is the Codex, Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy, and Lord Shadows, and Lord Shadows have literally been dispatched today. I ordered it today. So I'm gradually getting all of the Shadowhunter books in my midst so I can read them all in the publication order, but this is about Magnus, and obviously I can't really tell you a lot about the Shadowhunter world because there's a lot of spoilers, but it's basically about Clary. Is it just about Clary anymore? I don't know. The more instruments are about this girl called Clary who stumbles across these people that she only can see at this party, and they seem to be wrestling with some demons, and she's like, I should be able to see you. She gets intrigued, and she basically finds herself in a lot of trouble, a lot of family happenings, just a lot of, you know, mystery and intrigue, and I love this series with the whole heart. I don't know where this falls, but I just bought it anyway. So I saw his face and I saw Cassie's name and I was just auto buy. The next two are by the same author and actually from a very popular franchise. The first one is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Also by J.K. Rowling is Chamber of Secrets as well. I don't own my own copies of the Harry Potter series, and I decided that I wanted my own. And these really pretty editions were in Tesco and they were on the offer of 2 for £7 when they are £4 each. So these are like really beautiful. I absolutely love them. I thought I'd give you a good shot of them. And here is also, we've got Chamber of Secrets there. I think that they are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, surprise, surprise! Another book in a series. We have Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Amy Kristoff. This is the second book in the Illuminae Files series, and obviously I can't tell you what this is about because A, I don't really know, and they're all about different people. It's basically a series about a really, really corrupt system and a corrupt government and a war in space. So that's literally all I'm going to tell you because that's all I really can say. Technically I didn't buy this, I got this one for free from Waterstones because they love me. Jokes they don't, oh my god, that's not paid or anything. The story is more to do with me loving them more than them loving me. Each time you spend more than £10 in the UK at Waterstones, they stamp your card. They give you basically a point, and every point is one step further to a free book, and this is my free book. You get £10 off, and this has exactly £10 worth, and I thought it would be way less complicated just to get this than to get anything else. So decided to get this, got it for free, and it's a very, very complicated mixed media format kind of book that is all about war in space, and I honestly can't wait to read it. Surprise, surprise! The next two are also books in a series that I don't think any of you would expect me to get my own copies of, and that is Twilight and Eclipse, both by Stephanie Meyer. I did a video on my channel last October called Reading Twilight for the First Time. I will link that vlog down below. But I really enjoyed Twilight, which is this one, but I read my sister's copy, and my sister and Waverly, and I'm pretty sure my mum as well, all own all of the books in the Twilight saga. I just wanted my own, okay? I wouldn't say that I love the series or anything like that, but I really wanted to own my own copies just because I wanted to. Although the last two aren't from a series, they are from the same author and kind of in the same genre. This genre that I'm talking about is kind of like historical fiction, but not. This author is obviously Taylor Jenkins Reid, and she wrote Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I hate this cover. I'm with Zoe, read by Zoe on this one. I absolutely hate the cover. I hate the texture. I hate the fact that it doesn't stretch all the way to the end. I do prefer the hardcover or the paperback American editions of this, but this is the only one I could find. The other covers have really long waiting lists on Amazon and Book Depository and stuff like that because people wanted that cover. I'd rather get a cover that I don't necessarily like, experience the whole story, maybe possibly like it, love it, maybe, and wait a few months, buy a really juicy cover and then possibly not like it, you know. I'd rather just have it now, experience it now, even though I won't read it until next month or the month after, but I want it now. So this is basically about Evelyn Hugo, obviously, and she was a starlet. Basically, she's a Latinx version of Marilyn Monroe. I think we switch between her in her youth and her being at the peak of her career, and her being a little bit older, a little bit more forgotten, and wanting to write her autobiography, and having to rely on a younger mind, a younger journalist, to write all of her memories down for her. For her to write her memories down in a biography, obviously Evelyn Hugo has to say her memories, and we kind of relive it along with the writer of the biography in these adjoining chapters of her youth, and just historical fiction, but not historical fiction because it's not real. I'm actually really, really excited about this. Not sure when I'm gonna have the time to read it, possibly June. I'm thinking it's gonna be a June, July read because it's very summery to me. I have no idea why, but I'm really excited to share my 2 cents, and I really hope that I like it, because if I DNF this book, I might as well just stop doing booktube because people will hate me. And the last book of this book haul is by the same author and kind of in the same premise as Evelyn Hugo, and that is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid again. This is on the same premise of Evelyn Hugo, where it's about Daisy and a band called the Six who are managed by the same company, and then he says, why aren't you two in the same bands together? And then they make a band called Daisy Jones and the Six. That's all I really know about this, and the fact that it's kind of historical fiction again, kind of not, because they're not real, they're actually fictional, but it's still historical because it's set in the past. And also the fact that it is told purely in interviews of like when they got together, before they got together, when they break up. It's all about the story of their relationships and how they joined and how they demised as a band. I'm really looking forward to reading this again, kind of like a June, July, August, maybe, yeah, August kind of read. Although I am kind of skeptical about it because people have said that they preferred the audiobook, but I wasn't about to spend like £60 on an audiobook, so we're gonna have the physical one. And there you have it. Those are all of the books that I brought in the Munch. Oh, so cute. That physical typo that came out of my mouth was so adorable. Those are all of the books that I brought in March. Not read or Munch. I bought in March. Oh my god. I am a mess. Anyway, I'm gonna close this fucking video out before I actually hurt myself. If you liked it, please give myself a thumbs up and subscribe. I make videos every single Tuesday-ish on the channel. Speaking of that, actually, please forgive me if uploads are kind of slow or all over the place, or, you know, uploading on days I'm not technically supposed to be. Exam season is just upon us and I'm stressed and I really need some please just give me some love and give me some understanding, because I'm a struggling student and I'm really stressed at the minute. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!
You've got a face for a smile, you know. A shame you're wasted when you're breaking me slowly. But I've got a world of chances.